r/AskReddit. What is something many people find sexy, but you don't? According to Pornhub.com's most viewed, it's stepsister porn. Still don't see the appeal to it personally. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I watch it. It's not about the incest part. I have no desire whatsoever to duck anyone I'm related to. Here's why I watch it though. 1. It's usually shot in an amateur fashion while still being good quality video. So it's not all done up with music and hit. But it's also in 1080. 2. The siblings are usually trying to be discreet. So the sounds are more moans and whispers while in a bed or on a couch rather than screaming while tied upside down and covered in baby oil. Realistic porn turns me on more than fake it. 3. Oddly enough, most of the scenes end with a cream pee or a pull-out, which is again realistic and therefore hotter than watching a guy jack off for 2.5 minutes before he comes on her face, which seems to be how most pro porn is shot. 4. The actresses are hot. And obviously the incest part is fake, so it's easy to ignore. My dude, this guy gets it. I don't give a duck about incest. But that's some good as porn otherwise. Nipple tassels. The idea of a woman's nipples protruding into noodles just doesn't do it for me. Would you rather have a peen as long as your nipples or nipples as long as your peen? Wait, are they not supposed to be the same size? The last girl I slept with yelled out midway, "Duck me like a little girl." Whatever that is. I don't like it. Can't even begin to imagine how a little girl would duck my GF. Those really bad porno moans they have in porn. Or some of the things they exclaim like "duck me daddy," and really repulsed by this, if I'm truly honest, and I don't understand how it's sexy at all. I had an ex who would do this. And I was always thinking like, come on. I know I'm not doing that well. You're starting to sound sarcastic. You're starting to sound sarcastic. A chick I was hanging out with was giving me a hand job once, and she was mad that I didn't duck her, no condom, and she knew I like to blow my load on her, so when I asked her to tell me to come on her, she said in a hella sarcastic voice, "Oh yeah baby, come all over me." I still came. But damn if she didn't ruin it. Fake nails. Or even long real nails. The sounds they make and the way they feel are disgusting. I don't like having long nails because I enjoy having full use of my hands, but those clicky noises are near orgasmic. And the back scratches, duck X. Just run those nails down my back please. Sucking fingers autos. I don't get it. Had a gentleman suck my fingers. He was so into it, moaning and hit. Just know, my girlfriend is fine with me putting my finger in her mouth. But I stick one finger up her nose and now it's weird. I literally do that to my wife when she's mad. Strip clubs. Paying to have women pretend to be into you. Paying for blue balls. Calling each other mommy or daddy. I once read a Twitter post related to this. Was something along the lines of, "My kids are going to have to call me bro or dude cause you guys have officially ruined the word daddy." Thanks. That one hit home lol. Lol, I want my kids to call me bro. Playing hard to get. If they are playing games right from the start, why are you surprised it continues into the relationship? I blame daytime drama TV for this. The porn face. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like an open mouth duck face. The lips look like two opposing Pringles chips stacked on top of one another. And sometimes they don't even open their mouth completely. They bar and suck their teeth, like they are passing a kidney stone or some hit. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without the absolutely generic dirty talk. Especially when they make porn face or O face the second they touch themselves. Or worse, when a female performer shoves a toy up her mouth and then pretends she immediately gets an orgasm from it. From licking or shoving a toy in her mouth. Lord. How about when it's not their turn in a three-way and they are making that face sitting to the side not doing anything lol. Lemon stealing whores. Whores. I love banging whores. Every single porn comic or video starting out with a BJ. No matter the context. Hi, we just met and I'm really shy, but stick your peen down my throat. Yes. I enjoy giving them. But the slobbery, choking, Tear jerking. Violent BJS in porn are so gross. Like millimeters XE. Let's get the maximum amount of fluids out of this chick's head before we get to anything remotely XE. Yes, those imported choking noises. Guap. Gloop. Guap. Alp. Cough. Wheeze. Not good. I'm no fan of women moaning like they're giving birth, when you are in fact doing the opposite of that to her. They say fake it till ya make it. I'm not sure that applies to intercourse. There's a baby shower game where you take close-ups of women's faces and try to guess if it's childbirth or porn, because apparently it's sexy in porn to both moan and look like you're in pain. Honestly, the sound in porn is something that ducked me up for ages. For years I thought that X was a painful experience because they sound and sometimes look like they are in terrible pain. It's been years and I still can't watch porn with the sound on. Feet. As someone who somewhat likes them, they can be a nice sight or the most disgusting thing ever. It's very hit or miss. Disclaimer, I like how they visually look. I'll tend to stare at feet given the chance, as if I were with other attractive parts of a woman's body, face, butt, boobs. It's just another attractive element that satiates my brain by looking at it. I'm in no way attracted to the smell, toe sucking, etc. etc. Tell me about it. Good god, what a shot in the dark fetish. Either you get a lovely pair or something that looks and smells like the crypt keeper returned from a jungle safari. I'm probably the only gay guy that does not like big peens. Every other gay guy lusts for an 8, 9 and even lusts more for a 10-inch cock. I like them nice and average sized so that they fit in various places without any stretching of body parts or gagging. No interest in anything bigger than 7. I have even stopped dating and broke up with guys because their peen was too big. One time I hooked up with a guy and he ended up having this monster peen that was the thickest peen I have ever seen. It was too wide for my mouth and there was no way it was going up my ass. I stroked it for a bit because I had no idea what else to do with it. The guy clearly wasn't enjoying it and we called it off. Afterwards I told my friend this story and he looked like he was about to start drooling. The first thing he said was, "What's his number? Can I call him?" No concern about the terrible time I had. Not a gay man, but am a straight woman and big peens aren't all that they are hyped up to be. I'd personally prefer something a little more average. My husband is a little girthy and there is no way that's going up my ass, ever. So, I agree. For real, the cervix can be a sensitive bit. I find the extra long ones in particular to be pretty painful. Edit. And my highest voted comment by a mile is about how I don't like long peens. Two big asses. At some point it just doesn't look good anymore, but still so many love it. My problem is that I'm a relatively thin guy, and at a certain point, really big asses make me feel incredibly small. Objectively, I like to look at them, but when doggy style emasculates you, that is maybe too big. Funniest thing I've read all day. Lol. Shower X. It's shown in the media as this super XY thing when in reality it's awkward. Or the natural lube gets washed away, and the whole time you're terrified of slipping and falling. Edit. Holy hit, did this blow up overnight? Edit 2. I agree with many here that shower foreplay is awesome. Shower penetration, not so much. Also I'm poor, so I've never had X in a huge walk-in shower. Several people also pointed out that passing out due to the heat is also a problem. My boyfriend has high blood pressure and severe anxiety, so that just adds to reasons not to have shower X. Safety first. Really impractical. That was such a disappointment to find out. Really? Making out in the shower is better, but doesn't hold a candle to a bed. And when your partner is much shorter than you, it's also really difficult to do, which makes it kinda not hot. 69 is awkward when you're tall. I'd rather just take turns and enjoy giving/receiving separately. I like it because I feel like I have the entire menu in front of me to eat. Sure, if you aren't into eating ass or being that close to it, then I understand. I, however, go to town on the vag and the ass from that angle. Plus, I'm getting my weenie sucked. Muff diving. Eating the booty like groceries. Getting weenie sucked. how loud a dude's truck is. It's really just meant for other dudes. r/seden ligay. Feet. Why the duck do you like the stinky leg hands? Edit. This is my most upvoted comment. I love the term leg hands. I'm stealing it. Fun fact, the German word for gloves is literally hand shows. Reverse cowgirl. Dear God. My legs are so short it looks like I'm just twitching because I can't get any height. I'm too busy focusing on controlling my leg muscles to enjoy myself at all. I have a titillating view of my man's knees to feet. And I'm paralyzed in fear that I'll break his peen. Nope. Also, those monstrous 8 feet long cocks in porn. No thanks. I'd like to live. Lastly, big ol' globs of spit during BJS in porn. It looks like that hit from the Matrix movies. It most certainly does not make me horny. It makes me just want to shower. Yo, I think I missed something in the Matrix. You need to watch the movie until you no longer see the code. There was a lot more going on in those screens than blonde, brunette, redhead. Really muscular men. Bodybuilders often look like balloon animals. Every single one of my friends I've asked this about has told me bodybuilders look more disgusting than attractive. Even in the golden era. I don't like large boobs. Many dudes go crazy for them. But I like them manageable and contained. And dare I say a little on the smaller side. To all you self-conscious girls, I love your small boobies. I'm a simple guy. I like boobies. Small or big. But a handful is just perfect. I like boobies. Small or big. Amen. The word daddy. So. More of a choke me. Pops kind of fellow. Or a suffocate me softly. Papa. Panty sniffing and the general interest in purchasing used/dirty panties. Absolutely disgusts me, and I don't understand the appeal. This is a panty sniffer story. I went to a driver intervention program after I got a DUI, and this guy in the class named Chris was always saying let Jesus take the wheel and was just generally disruptive. After the 2 days were up, I see him in the hallway with this other black guy who is laughing hysterically. I go over to see what's going on, and the guy laughing howls and says, "Chris is crazy, man. He's a panty sniffer, man." I look over at Chris, and he is pulling out a variety of women's underwear from his backpack and sniffing them in the middle of the hotel lobby. It was crazy, man. Damn it, Chris. Spreading your holes. It's gross. See inside me. The sad reality is that the gastrointestinal tract is actually considered to be the outside of your body. People are donuts. Think about it. From time to time I read the comments of some nasty old woman's porn video out of curiosity. And I instantly regret reading, "Love that juicy old antique vag from a 20-year man." It made me shrink my bone from rock solid to rock bottom. Adjectives people use for vags are so disgusting. Me. With my strange choice in adjectives. And you. With your muscular teeth and clockwise vag. Step siblings/incest porn. Seriously, WTF. Why does it take 20 minutes of searching to find a video where people aren't pretending they're related? Oh. But they only say that stuff in the first few minutes of the scene. You can just skip past that, and then it's just standard porn X from there on. Or, you know, volume off and just pretend they're roommates. Eating ass. I just can't understand it. Yay, don't ever listen to those people. They always talk hit. I can tell you think you're funny by that hit-eating grin on your face. Number you like duck, I'm this pussy houch, yeah duck that hit good me third duck me ye kamehameha feel good. I mean talking during X is fine, but carrot come carrot on. Kamehameha. My new mating call. Maya Khalifa. She seems like a nice gal and all, but I can't understand why she's so popular as a porn star. Not that she's unattractive, but I just can't see her as a fat material. She got popular as a redditor. She was a wild poster. And couple wild poster for a bit, then got picked up for actual shoots. She is quite literally one of us. And now she's working for Rooster Teeth doing sports content. If you do decide to check it out, be warned. Her co-star is quite possibly the biggest doucher bag on the planet. Sometimes I can't tell if he's playing up a character like most YouTubers do, or if he's genuinely just that bad. Pain. I have passed out from stubbing my toe, so I don't appreciate being hurt, and hurting someone else just makes me feel sad. It has to be associated with a pleasurable feeling at the same time to work. Because both pain and pleasure release endorphins and epinephrine, you can confuse mild pain for pleasure. Porn. I'm one of those types that actually finds X scenes in movies exciting, even when they don't show as much. Simply because movies tend to convince me these two people have a legitimate reason to have X. Written erotica is always an option. That and explicit doujins make up 95% of all pornography I consume. Edit. Doujins are amateur self-published work. Usually comics/manga. They either are parody fan works of other series, or are totally original works. Japan's copyright laws are pretty lax compared to America/Europe when it comes to fan works. Even explicit ones. Often because a lot of current manga creators cut their teeth in doujins before working their way up to official serialization. Double edit. My highest rated comment is now about what kind of pornography I prefer. Classy. Yeah. I like written erotica with pictures intermittent. They get like 5-8 pictures from some porn site and write a 1000+ word story around it. When the brain is fried, a dose of videos can help though. Nalex. I'm a germaphobe. I don't care if you had a bleach enema, I'm never not thinking about my peen being covered in hidden bacteria. To make your fear worse, a friend told me about a buddy of his who went to Mexico and had Nalex with some girl there, unprotected. He then went back to the States and had this burning sensation at the tip of his peen, and it happened when he peed too. Turns out he had a jalapeno seed stuck in the tip of his peen and got it from the girl in Mexico. Similar thing happened to a mate of mine. He spent a weekend in Wales, got laid a couple of times, then started complaining about a rash that broke out all over his peen and balls. Was terrified he'd caught something nasty. Turned out he's just allergic to wool.